we've been faced with a bunch of different challenges, so we need to keep battling, keep fighting, and working through it and pulling together as a team. And no matter what it might be, having Abby go down with an injury, getting a red card, whatever the circumstances are, it's got to make us stronger as a group to keep fighting for a playoff spot.
Talk about the job Kelsey did after she came in tonight.
Yeah, I mean, again, she's a big-time keeper. She's played in these games like this before throughout her collegiate career. So she's a big-time player. And to be able to come into a game like this with the pressure on, speaks volumes. She's making 2 to 3 breakaway saves, just keeping us in the game when we need those chances. And as young as she is, it's great to have a good leadership behind us as a back line.
She looked over to me and she kind of gave me the "I need a sub" sign, and I said, "What? You need water?" And she was like, "No, I need a sub." So I looked over to coach and I just said, "Lydia needs out." I grabbed my gloves and started warming up. I mean, in the backup keeper spot, that's always a chance you're going to have to face, and you have to be mentally ready for it and physically. So tonight I jumped in there and did the best I could for my team.
I think between Jasmine, Sam, Adriana, Sonia, the players that we have rotating up top, they've been able to do a pretty good job. Abby's a world-class forward, so obviously when she steps on the field, it's going to make a difference. We've had to change a little bit of dynamics and characteristics of how we play, but I think it's been working for us. But again, when she comes back, it's completely different and another level for us as well.
Going down a player is not easy, and going down a goal all at the same time. And that's my job, to kind of keep my team calm and to keep them in the game the best as I can, and that's what was number one in my mind at the moment.
We had our opportunities in the first half. I thought we were lively. It wasn't all fluent combinations in the final third, but we created. Hit the post from Lloyd, and then Jasmine Spencer with the left foot there.
Well, it's been my position all year, and I know that something can happen in the matter of seconds, and as it did tonight, that's always something you have to have in the back of your mind, and I was ready for that, and hopefully we'll just go from there.
Yeah, it didn't bounce our way today, but again, we're not a team and not a club that's going to make excuses. We had those chances. Maybe if we put one of those away, it's a little bit different, but it is what it is. We need to keep our heads high because we're still in the run for it, and got to roll up our sleeves and get to battle against Kansas City next Friday.